Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I'm Bayu Farrastama, civil engineer student at Diponegoro University. Today, I would like to tell you about a material of the day is about BIM, what, why, how, and interoperability. Before I start our material of the day, if any question about my presentation today, you can just leave the comment below this video. Okay, the first time I will start my presentation from what is BIM, the next why, how, interoperability, and the last part is summary. What is BIM? BIM or Building Information Modeling is a system or technology that includes some important information in the design, construction, maintenance process that is integrated into three-dimensional modeling. Building information modeling is one of the most promising development in architecture, engineering, and construction industries. With BIM technology, one or more accurate virtual models of a building are constructed digitally. They support design through its phases, allowing better analysis and control than manual processes. When complete, these computer-generated models contain precise geometry and data need to support the construction, fabrication, and procurement activities through while the building is realized. BIM also accommodate many of the functions needed to model the life cycle of a building, providing the basis for new design and construction capabilities and change in the roles and relationship among a project team. When adopted well, BIM facilitates a more integrated design and construction process that result in a better quality building at lower cost and reduce project duration. Okay, next is why. Why should use BIM in a project implementation? Maybe that's the question in your mind. Some of benefits of using BIM below will answer your question. Okay, this is a reason why should use BIM. BIM has three-dimensional visual making it easier to understand the drawing plan to the board. The use of BIM will make it easier to calculate the volume of work quickly and accurately. BIM is able to display three-dimensional images on complex work such as ironing on bright structure, etc. The use of BIM at the beginning of work is used as clash detection. We can find out whether this two-dimensional plan drawing, if it will be applied in the field, there is a clash or not, especially between the structure, architecture, and MEP drawing. Another benefit of using BIM is that it's easy to coordinate between contractor and owner or consultants anywhere and anytime. BIM will be uploaded on a cloud computer service that can be accessed by the owner. The owner will check the image through a cloud computer service and provide making of making if something goes wrong. Okay, next is how. In architecture, BIM software companies have a predefined set of base building object classes for users, which may be added to, modified, or extended. An object class allows for the creation of any number of object instances, which forms that vary depending on the current parameter and relationship with other objects. How an object updates itself as its context change is called its behavior. Architectural BIM Architectural BIM design applications let user mix three-dimensional model object with two-dimension drawn section, allowing user to determine the level of three-dimensional detailing while still being able to produce complete drawing. Objects drawn in two dimensions are not included in bills of material in analysis and other BIM enabled applications. However, fabrication level BIM design application alternatively typically represent every object fully in three-dimensional. The level of three-dimension modeling is a major variable within different BIM practice. Current BIM design application include services to carry out specific tasks as a tool, but they also provide a platform for managing the data within a model for different uses. Some incorporate the ability to manage data in different models, a BIM environment. Any BIM application addresses one or more of these type of services. At the tool level, they vary in the sophistication of their predefined base object, in the ease with which user can define new object classes, in the method of updating object, in ease of use, in the type of surfaces that can be used, in the capability for drawing generation, in their ability to handle the large number of objects. At the platform level, they vary in the ability to manage large of very detailed projects, their interface with other BIM tool software, their interface consistency for using multiple tools, in their extensibility, in the external libraries that can be used and the data they carry to allow management, and their ability to support collaboration. For BIM software commonly used in Indonesia, among others, Autodesk, Lumion, Tekla, and so on. In your screen right now, I put some logo of the application that can be used for BIM. There are Tekla structures, Autodesk BIM 360, Autodesk Revit, Lumion, and Bentley. Okay, next we're going to the interoperability. Multiple applications with overlapping data requirements support various tasks of a design and construction. Interoperability is the ability to exchange data between applications, which smooths workflow and sometimes facilitates their automation. The design and construction of a building is a team activity. Increasingly, its activity and its type of specially is supported and augmented by its own computer applications. Besides the capability to support geometry and material layout, there are structural and energy analysis that rely on their own building representation. A schedule of the construction process is a non-geometrical representation of the project. Closely aligned to the design, the fabrication model used for each subsystem are other representation with specialist detailing. In addition to others, interoperability is the ability to pass data between applications and for multiple applications to jointly contribute to the work at hand. Interoperability at the minimum eliminates the need to manually copy data already generated in another application. Manual copying of partial object data greatly discourages iteration during design. as required for finding best solution to complex issues such as structural or energy design. It also leads to error, where manual copying inevitably leads to some level of inconsistency. It also is a great restriction to the automating of business parties. To create a BIM on project, a team consisting of a BIM engineer and a BIM modeler is needed. The ability to create BIM is classified into several levels or levels. Okay, this is a BIM level. The level 0, this stage is quietly capable of making two-dimensional drawing and without collaboration such as drawing from AutoCAD. In the first level, BIM users are able to model image in three dimensions, but only visualizations such as using Google SketchUp, 3ds Max, and so on. The second level, BIM user model a three-dimensional image accompanied by volume, schedule, and the cost calculation. At this level, BIM can already be used for collaboration between disciplines. Okay, next is the third level. At this stage, BIM users are able to coordinate with other parties through cloud-based integrated services. In addition, BIM can be used as a managing project that collaborate with various parties. Okay, next I picked some word from Matthew Dillon. He is a certified instructor at Autodesk. He said, BIM bridging the gap between modeling and detailing. Okay, let's watch a video from Autodesk about what is BIM. Okay, we're going to the last part of this presentation. The last part is summary of my presentation. Okay, the summary is BIM model consists of the actual building part and the pieces used to construct a building. These intelligence elements are digital prototypes of physical building elements such as finding columns, window, doors, and so on, which then allow us to simulate building and understand their behavior through simulation that are carried out digitally in a computer with environmental parameter that we input before actual construction start. Okay, thank you for your. I am Bayu Farrastama. Uh, about my presentation today, it will be for the task I use for UTS atau Mid Semester Exam. If any question about my presentation today, you can leave a comment below this video. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.